My wife tried to become the man of the house, so I made her the woman of no house. For 3 years, our marriage worked perfectly. Every morning, coffee and breakfast ready. When I came home exhausted after 10 hours of work, the house was spotless and dinner was waiting. She'd even brag to people about how lucky she felt that I worked so hard while she focused on making our home beautiful. Then she reconnected with an old high school friend on social media. Suddenly, she was spending hours on the phone with this woman every day. After each call, she'd come out frustrated about things that had never bothered her before. One evening, I came home to her sitting at the kitchen table with her arms crossed, staring at me like I'd committed some crime. No dinner, no greeting. She launched into a speech about how maybe she'd been limiting herself by focusing on domestic responsibilities. I told her if she wanted hobbies or classes, I'd support that completely. But that wasn't what she meant. She started questioning why I got to have a career while she was stuck at home. The changes came fast. She stopped cooking altogether, completely. I'd come home to an empty kitchen and her on the couch, scrolling through her phone. I don't know, what are you making? The house fell apart. Dishes piled up for days. Laundry sat unfolded in baskets. It was like she'd gone on strike without telling me the demands. I tried being reasonable, started cooking, cleaning, shopping. But the more I did, the more she expected. She'd leave dishes right after I cleaned. She'd complain I didn't fold her clothes the way she liked. Then she announced we needed a serious conversation about division of labor. She'd written out an actual list of household tasks and how we should split them 50-50. Keep in mind, I was working full-time while she stayed home. I explained if we split everything 50-50, including financial responsibilities, she'd need to get a job and contribute to bills. That's when she hit me with it. She didn't want to work outside the home, but she also didn't want to be relegated to traditional domestic roles. She wanted the comfort and security of not having a job, but none of the responsibilities that came with it. Our weekends became negotiations about who was cleaning what. She'd create elaborate schedules demanding I commit to specific time slots, but she stopped participating in anything resembling partnership. No greeting me after work, no asking about my day, no interest in my stress. The breaking point came when she called a relationship summit and presented an actual presentation about how our marriage needed to evolve. She wanted me to acknowledge my expectations had been unfair, apologize for years of unconscious oppression, and commit to completely restructured partnership where she had equal decision-making power despite contributing nothing. She wanted me to admit that working full-time to support our lifestyle was actually privilege I'd been using to maintain power over her. As I listened to her lecture me with terms she'd clearly memorized from her daily coaching sessions, something clicked. Complete clarity. I smiled and told her she was absolutely right. She deserved to be completely independent and free from any expectations. She deserved to discover who she really was without the burden of traditional relationship roles. She hadn't expected agreement. She stammered about how this would make our marriage stronger. Over the next